Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another daily vlog. Okay, so today is a super rainy, disgusting day. Apparently, a lot of people got snow. I'm a little bit bitter because here we just got rain. We didn't get any snow. South of us, there's snow. I think a lot of places had snow, but we just get the nasty rain. But that's okay. I have the hardest time staying on track on a rainy day because, I guess if it was beautiful, it'd be hard to be inside too. But there's something about a rainy day that just makes me feel so lazy. Like I literally want to curl up with Layla and take a nap or read or do something. I have not been able to read my book in days. I've been so busy. But anyway, I've got a lot to get done today. I've already been working for the last 2 hours. And I'm not even done with my YouTube work. This is a very YouTube heavy day. So I have to get done all of my work early this week because the kids are out of school on Friday and they get out early on Thursday for parent teacher conference. And then they're out of school on Friday, which is Valentine's Day. And I want to have by Thursday, I want to have videos scheduled all through the weekend so that we don't have to worry about it. Like we can just take some time off. So in order to do that, I've been working like double time and a lot of stuff just kind of fell on this week, even more than normal. So it's all good, but just means I'm having to spend a little bit more time on my computer. So this morning when I got back from taking Mark and stuff, I always give myself like 30 minutes to an hour to just drink my coffee, just kind of wake up a little bit, kind of get going with the day. So I did that. And then I got to work right around 9 o'clock and I started working on a sponsored video. So anytime I do a sponsored video, it's not that they put pressure on me. I just want to do an extra good job, when they're paying you to do a sponsored video. And it's easier to like get it right before you submit it to them. And then you have to make a bunch of like changes, I'm just super meticulous about it. And so, I worked on that. And when you just a back end part of YouTube here, I don't do very many sponsored videos. It's very few and far between. But this month I had mentioned to y'all that I have several coming up this month, but they're all very short inserts, like a minute and a half long. So you would think a minute to 90 seconds would be so easy to edit that, right? Like that would only take you, 5-10 minutes to edit? No, it's taking me forever. But anyway, so once you film it and you get the video all ready, you upload it to YouTube as an unlisted video, and then they have to approve it and make sure, everything looks good on it. And then they let you know, within a couple days, a day or two, if it's ready to go live. I feel like my voice is going out. So I went ahead and got that ready for them, sent it to them. But so normally that video that I worked on would be tomorrow's video. But because it's a sponsored video, this is even interesting. I don't know. Because it's a sponsored video and I have to wait for them to approve it, I'm going to put a different video up tomorrow. And then that hopefully will go up on Thursday. So I'm going to start on that video. It's not sponsored, but it's a little bit of a different video. If you're watching this, you've already seen it most likely, but I'm hoping that the FabFitFun box goes up tomorrow. And I have been wanting to try FabFitFun for years. I'm not just saying that. Like I said that in a video, and that's not just like something I wanted to say to make it sound like I really have been wanting to try FabFitFun. I've got my earrings on. I'm obsessed with them. I'm obsessed with all the stuff I got. I used my primer today. And man, it did a really good job. Like, I feel like it almost felt like sticky, like the primer, like you could tell like it's going to hold the makeup really good. So I've had fun kind of playing around with that. So I'm going to go ahead and edit that video, get it going. Because it's not a sponsored video, I don't have to send it to them for approval or anything, but I still want to make sure I get the information right, make sure all the links are right and all of that. I'm going to do that. I need to film Sunday's video. So I'm going to work on that. And I want to film what we got our kids for Valentine's Day. That'll go up on Patreon. So lots of filming going on. And then if I have time, I'm going to work on Saturday's video, which is a takeout or fake out, which means I've got to cook something. That may have to go tomorrow. We'll see how it works out. But lots going on. It's already 11, which means I just have a few more hours before it's time to get Mark. I don't know how the day goes by so fast. I just helped David. He's at the church and he was trying to set up a way to have a Zoom call go live in the potty. in the podcast studio. See, podcast studio turned into I don't know. So he was setting that up, and he needed someone to be the guinea pig of like connecting to Zoom and make sure everything in the headphones could hear and everybody. So I just did that with him, and I'm going to get back to editing. I'm listening to my podcast in between. So when I edit, this is just like a whole background of YouTube. If this isn't not interesting, I promise I'll stop talking about it. But when I'm editing, I will watch the video through. So obviously I'm not listening to a podcast, I'm listening to the video, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm not listening to. Like I'm inserting clips, I'm waiting for them to render, I'm working on the graphics and stuff. And when I'm doing that, then I'll listen to a podcast. And right now I'm listening to The Prosecutors, highly recommend, my favorite podcast. I'm listening to their DB Cooper series on there. So good, so interesting. I've always been interested in the DB Cooper case, about the plane hijacking and the mysterious way that all went down back, what was it, like in the 50s, I think. So anyway, super interesting, but lots going on. I'm trying to stay on top of the housework, but when I have a very YouTube heavy day, it's hard to kind of go back and forth. So I told myself, you know what? I can do laundry when the kids are here playing. I can do clean the kitchen and do that kind of stuff with them here. It's really hard to focus and do computer work with them here. So I'm going to focus on that this morning and then do some of the other stuff later. Lucy has a project for school that she needs to go to the store for. And because David should be home tonight and he doesn't have anything after work, I think we might go tonight. She's doing for her gifted class that she's in, they're doing like a recipe contest, and they have to film a recipe video that they created. And the recipe that her and her friend came up with is basically a healthy banana split. So instead of yogurt, it's, instead of ice cream, it's yogurt kind of a thing. So it sounds actually really good. So we've got to get all this stuff. And then she needs me to film her making the video. And I'm like, of course I can. You have a mom that definitely knows how to do that and then edit it for you. I was telling her, I remember doing school projects like this back in the day. And it was such a headache, like to find someone that would let us borrow their camcorder and then try to get that footage off and then put it on some sort of tape. It was like just a horrible, horrible thing. The kids have it so lucky now. Like you just take your camera or your phone out. You know, it's so easy to get that footage. But anyway, y'all come hang out with me today. We're going to make it a good one. Let me get myself back to work and I'll see y'all later. All right. So I got the video edited. I'm about to upload it, and I set out the recipe stuff. So I need to go in there and film that very shortly. I've got a few things working. I can't start yet. While I was waiting on that, I came in here and filmed my Sunday chat so I can edit that. I am like rocking and rolling. I changed my shirt because I have so many videos with that Arkansas shirt on, and I love it. But I needed like to break up the light pink over there. So I put on this hoodie that David got me on our date night. Also, me and David have a Valentine's date coming up. So excited. We weren't planning. Okay, here's a spammer. Spam decline. We weren't planning on going out. We were going to have a family day with the kids, but I had a friend reach out to me and say, I want to watch your kids for you so you can go out for Valentine's Day with your husband. And that just means the world to me. I feel so blessed to have people like that in my life. And so we're going to have a family day and then a couple night. So we're already thinking about what we should do for Valentine's Day. Like I am all about like casual dates. It doesn't have to be anything like fancy. I just love being able to hang out with my husband. And even though we had a date night, it's been like a couple weeks ago or so. David has been so busy at church. I haven't seen him. Like, and once he gets home, I'm like, no, I'm going to bed because I am an old lady and I like to go to bed at like 9 o'clock. So I'm excited to have that time with him. So it's so exciting. So we're gonna have to figure out, we're gonna get he's like, this time let's plan, like choose which one we're gonna scratch off like beforehand. Because we spent like 30 minutes going through that book on our date night. We don't want to waste time, you know? So maybe we'll vlog it. We'll see. I love Valentine's Day. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. I love it so much. This is my week. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for all the pink and the hearts and the flowers and just all of it. It makes me so happy. I still need to film the Valentine's video for the kids. I'm hoping I have enough time for that. If not, I can do it tomorrow. So, and I still have to giddy up. I still have to get Patreon video up of what I got my secret sister for Valentine's Day. That is going to be coming up soon too. I just have so many videos like in line waiting to be edited. But I love these earrings so much. Every time I see a peek of them on the camera, I get so excited. These are the ones I got in my FabFitFun box, and I love them so much. Okay, these are the ones I used to wear, and they were gold, and now they're mostly silver because the gold plating has like rubbed off. So I definitely needed to upgrade, and this little pop of sparkle makes me so happy. All right, you guys, I will see you guys back. I have to get Mark in 2 hours. I think I can get a lot more done in 2 hours. That is the goal. Oh my gosh, I have gotten so much done, but I am worn out. So, it's almost time to get Mark. I'm gonna leave here in about 10 minutes. Let's just go through it. I got 2 videos edited. And then I filmed the cooking takeout or fake out video that's going to be up on Saturday. And then, so I filmed that. And then I edited another video and got that up. So I've gotten 3 videos up, plus 1 filmed, plus I folded a load of towels. That didn't take that long, but still I did it. And I got Nate's Valentine bag of chips all ready to go because I keep forgetting that tomorrow's Wednesday and we go on Thursday, but Thursday's a half day, so all their Valentine's stuff is tomorrow. So I'm glad I thought of that because I wouldn't have sent it with him. So he just wanted to send everybody. These are his Valentines. He wanted to do Lay's potato chips. So I got him a bag to be able to take. I'm going to sit that on the counter so that we don't forget it. Mark's had to be turned in today because they're doing it tomorrow. And then, oh, no, I filmed another video. I got 3 videos done and filmed 2 because I filmed what is in my kids' Valentine's baskets. So that'll be up in a few days. I just put up today my Secret Sister gift basket. That's on Patreon right now. And then in a few days, I'll put up, I don't like to put them up too close so you guys all have time to watch it and it doesn't get lost in the feed, but I'll put up the Valentine's one. Maybe I'll put that up like on Valentine's Day or the day before. I put up my Secret Sister one though. So if you are watching and you go to my church, don't sign up for Patreon. And if you do, don't watch that video because you don't want to ruin the surprise. I would be so sad if my Secret Sister watched it. I like hid the thumbnail with something different. So if anybody's scrolling on there, if you go to my church, please don't watch it. I don't think anybody would because not that many people. I don't know if anybody from church is on Patreon. I don't think so. But I'm just saying that. Please don't. Please don't ruin the surprise. But I really wanted you guys to be able to see it. That don't go to my church, and it's just fun. Like I love sharing the gifts that I come up with, and I love sharing the Secret Sister gifts I get. It's just really fun. If you have no idea what Patreon is, it's always linked down below. It's basically a way for me to post content that can't go up on the regular YouTube channel. And then you guys can pick a tier to support the channel at. You pretty much get the same perks. It's just dependent on what is best for you. If you want to do the $3 a month, $5 a month, or $10 a month, that money helps out so much. Last month we pulled it out and went on date night. And it paid for like the entire thing. Sometimes I'll take it and buy YouTube supplies. Sometimes I'll take it and pay a bill. So it really is helpful because I do get money from YouTube. Okay, let's just talk about this because this is the #1 question I get from people in my real life. So I figure probably a lot of you have the same question you don't want to ask, and I don't mind saying. I get paid from YouTube a few different ways. First of all, the main way is the ad revenue, like the ads that play before, during, and after my videos. I know the ads can be annoying sometimes, but for creators, they're so necessary because I've told y'all this before, having a YouTube channel is expensive in and of itself. And the ads are what kind of keep it afloat. But you don't get, it takes a lot of views okay, to get a little bit of money. I'm very blessed with what I do make, but if you put in time and energy versus pay, it's very much, not equal. So because of that, I can take on sponsored. So yes, I do get, if you watch the ads, I do get a little bit extra percentage, I believe. If you do YouTube Premium, I get the ad money from that, even though you don't have to physically watch the ads. But anyway, the second way I get paid is if I do a sponsored video. So a company will pay me to pretty much make a commercial for them. And that is actually so much more, percentage-wise, I get so much more of that money than anything else. It's a lot of time. Like I said before, I put a lot of time into the sponsored videos. It's not something I just throw together. It's a lot of emailing with the brands and figuring out exactly what they want and trying to make them happy, but also make content that you guys are going to like. So the sponsor videos I do take are such a blessing. They're such a blessing. They're really what keeps me being able to do this full time. But I am picky about which ones I take. And then the third way is Patreon, and that is all viewer funded. So it's not a brand paying me. It's not YouTube paying me. It's basically you guys supporting the channel, which it means the absolute world to me that so many of you guys do that. And I don't take it for granted, and I really appreciate it. So that's always linked down below. I am so tired. I was sitting there watching my Patreon video to make sure it went up okay. I could have fallen asleep in my chair. But anyway, it is rainy. It is gross. I'm going to go get Mark, and I'll see you guys back later. I've got to come up with something for dinner, but I don't know what. I did buy a rotisserie chicken, so David probably can eat that, but I need to come up with some sort of veggie to go with it. And I don't really want rotisserie chicken, so I need to go to the grocery store at some point. I did a Walmart delivery Monday morning for just like milk and a few things we needed around the house, and I didn't buy a whole lot of groceries. So we don't have salad stuff. We don't have like a lot of like preppable things. So if I go with Lucy to the store, I may need to pick up a few things tonight and like get a game plan going for dinner, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like worrying about it right now. So we'll figure out something. Well, we won't starve. All right, I'm gonna go get Mr. Mark, and I'll see you guys back in a little bit. All right, you guys, sorry about that. It is the next morning. So fast forward. So sorry. So last night, we just kind of hung out. Last night was the only night this week that we're gonna have just at home in the evening without anything else going on. Last night was it. So it's all really fun stuff. It's a lot of fun stuff this week, but there's nothing I like more than just a night at home. So of course we hung out with the kids. They played, but the biggest thing I did was I read. I am now well over halfway into the Women. Man, that is such a good book. If you want to start with Kristen Hanna, I love her books. This is the third one I've read. I love them all. This one is the easiest for me to get into. A lot of times there's a lot of backstory and stuff, and this one just seemed to jump into it more, but just, it pulls your heart out and like rips it out. And what I love, like her historical fiction books, it's like stuff that actually happened. Of course, this exact story with these exact characters didn't happen, but it represents so much of our history as our country and all the things that basically, if you don't know what it's about a nurse that goes and fights in the Vietnam War, and just all the stuff they had to deal with when they got back, and the heartbreak that they experienced, and the like unbelievable things they had to deal with while they were in war. And it's just really good. Now I'm like only halfway into it. I'm like, what else can happen? It's been a roller coaster. But I read and read and read, and then I read myself to sleep. It's a really long book, so I've been reading it a while, and I'm only over halfway, but I love it. And this is why I didn't do a reading goal this year, because last year I was trying to get to 100 books, and I did. I got to like 110 or something. But I would like feel anxious if I read a long book, because I'd be like, oh, I could have read like 3 books in this time, and I need to get to my goal or whatever. It's just so much pressure is relieved for me not to have to feel like that. So I think reading goals are good, and it kind of helped me to get going with reading. and I'm still keeping track of all the books I read, but it's been nice to just kind of take my time, soak in a book. There's some books that you read that you don't want to just fly through. You want to like savor them. You want to think about them. You want to read them a little bit slower. So it's been nice. And I'm not doing Goodreads anymore. I did Goodreads for a while, and I would put like my ratings and stuff on Goodreads, but it's just so much more to keep up with. So I'm just keeping a running list. And if I get to a book, maybe I'll do it on Instagram or something, and I'll post a picture or something when I get done with books. I used to do that. That was a little bit easier to keep up with. I don't know. The only good thing about Goodreads I really did like was there's been a time or two where I forget if I've read a book or not. And so I can very quickly pull out my phone and go on. Everybody is sick, y'all. Anyway, I can pull up on my phone and see if I've read it or not and what my rating was. I know I could look through like the long list I keep, but it's just like quicker. Anyway, maybe I'll get back to entering them in. It's just been a crazy time. Today, I am about to leave. I've got 1.5 million things to do. And y'all, people around us are dropping like flies with sickness. I mean, the sickness is spreading like gangbusters. We just got 2 different texts within like 30 minutes saying that people are sick and they're not going to be at church. I just hate it. I hate all the sickness so much. There was like an hour time last night before we went to bed that I was like, am I starting to feel sick? Like I had just kind of achy feeling, but I'm fine this morning. So I think I was just tired. But it's at that point now where I'm like, any little weird feeling I have, I'm like, is it starting? I don't want to get sick. We've had like a cold. Every one of us has had a cold, a cough, but nothing like major, like the flu, and flu A has been so bad. Anyway, I've got to get going. Thank you guys for watching today. Let's see if you're still watching. I don't even remember exactly what I talked about. Okay, this is what I want you to do. If you're still watching, leave me an emoji that represents what you do, like your job. If you don't have a job, what's a hobby? What's something that you enjoy doing that you can leave me an emoji for? My emoji, you could leave me more than one. My emoji would definitely be like a mom with a kid. It would definitely be a camera, a computer maybe, cooking, something cooking. I'm always in the kitchen. So leave me your emoji. Thank you guys for watching today. I'm going to down this coffee and get moving, get in the car. I've got a lot of errands to run. I'm definitely taking you with me, so stay tuned. I love you. I love you. If you like the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
It was a Thursday night when I first saw you. Those green eyes caught me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night when I first kissed you.